Biggest difference, it's easier on my body. The wrestling's a lot harder on your body than MMA is. The striking kind of allows me to loosen up and that type of thing. I was just so compressed all the time from the impact from wrestling all those years. So that's a bigger thing. Aside from that, I mean, it's the same grind. I'm working out the same type of schedule, 365, 24/7, full time, just like I did before the Olympics, and like I've done my whole life. So I don't do camps and that type of stuff. Same type of training, and then the skill set, obviously. I have other areas, and that's the fun part of it, actually. One of the reasons I got into this, I kind of got stale doing the same training I've been doing since I was a kid. And I kind of wish that I did a little bit of this as cross-training, just for fun. It's still good, But just, different skill sets I have to work on. So kind of that part is fun and different. For you to excel at the highest level, you have to be fully dedicated at that. So it's like me doing this and going to shoot hoops or something. You know what I mean? Playing with a basketball team, that's not going to happen. Might do for fun here and there, like I was saying. Maybe a little bit of cross-training, that type of thing. But, there's a reason this is my full-time gig, because I plan on being the best in the world. I'm fully invested, fully dedicated to this. And that's the only way to do it if you want to get to the top. We couldn't get an opponent. That's why we went amateur. We were looking for pro, and it just wouldn't happen. Months went by, so then we just took that, which wasn't bad because I got my cage time. I wasn't allowed to pound the guy out, which was good. Actually, in the hindsight, it gave me more cage time, which is what we need at this point. And that's what we're trying to do now. Is trying to get the fights and the cage time experience under my belt. I've been working my tail off here, trying to get better. But it's one thing doing it in training; it's another doing it in competition. And that's what I crave, is to compete in under the lights in front of crowds. So. Yeah, yes, I was happy. Was I satisfied? No, I'm never satisfied until I have the perfect fight, and I don't think there can ever really be a perfect fight. There's always a better angle you could take, a better shot you can, create, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm always striving for that, but was I happy with it? Obviously, we got the W. That's number one, what counts. Number two, we executed the game plan exactly how we were supposed to, and I felt comfortable. It kind of went according to plan, to be quite honest. I will give him credit. He was tough. He hung in there for 3. So I'll give him the credit. He took the fight. He was tough. We were confident going into it. Everyone on part of Team Bhullar, my team, Ryan's MMA, Checkmat, all of us. We were confident. So it went according to plan. I was excited, but there's always things to work on. Couldn't get a fight. Again? Yeah, couldn't get a fight. So, I let my coach Adam and Jay or whoever else, the promoters, work fights out. All I do is train and get ready and improve my craft. I can't get involved with too much, but we couldn't get a scrap. So basically that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing June Hard Knocks. Hopefully everything goes well and I'm healthy, and end of July BFL, so I still get two within a month there. Well, I know he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's been to ADCCs a couple of times. He's out of Toronto. It's his pro debut. He's 3-0 in amateur. So that's kind of what he's about. I haven't really studied him much. He's a southpaw. That we did see. I don't really study my opponents too much. I look at their tendencies, then I get to work on myself and make sure I'm on point. To be quite honest, I want to let my striking go. Game plan, yeah, I always have the wrestling, but if I just keep relying on that at this level, I get to the highest level, my striking won't be developed. So I want to let my striking go. I've been working on it a lot with the John C. boys and that type of stuff, and I've been traveling a lot, getting that in, and I want to showcase that. With Adam, I wasn't given that opportunity. He closed the distance pretty quick, so I just did what I had to in that distance. If we kept range, that type of stuff, I would have opened up a little more. Hopefully this one we're able to dictate the range a little more. But again, we're not forcing nothing. We get into closer range, I'll take them down. I'm not going to shy away from anything. Whatever comes, we'll take. Nothing wrong with being known as a wrestler. That's who I am. I'm a wrestler to the day I die. But I am competing in this sport, and I'd like to showcase a true skill set. Nothing wrong with being known as a wrestler. I'll take that with pride. Yeah, man. I study the best in the game. What is their game? What are some holes I see? How can I beat them? How can I get to be like them? I pick and choose all these things. To be honest, I'm not one of those guys that's going to be protecting my record or this and that. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for to keep an undefeated record. I'm doing it to be the best in the world. And at the end of the day, you can pad your record and try to get into bigger shows and this and that. We're getting our record up and getting the experience. Once we're set and we have that under our belt, I'm open for anybody. At the end of the day, it's not what you've accomplished, it's who you've conquered that counts, right? And I want to have a table full of heads by the end of my career. As I did in wrestling, I had a resume. These are the guys I beat. The championships were great, and that's for casual friends. But for the guys that know what's up, you want to have a resume, and these are the guys I knocked off in my life. And I want to add to that list. And that's what we're going to be shooting for once we kind of get comfortable. Remainder 2015, basically, do June, do July. Maybe get one, maybe two more before the end of the year there. And set myself up to take a next step after that. We want to bring in big name guys after that in 2016. I've talked to the promoters and set myself up for the big show. That's the goal for 2016. You know what, KidsPlay, I'm a co-founder of. It's a great organization. Myself and a guy named Cal DeSange, who's with a VPD, we kind of got together one day, and he's very active in the community, as am I. I'm involved with various other organizations and that sort of thing. And he's a law enforcement guy, and he's trying to help you stay away from the negative aspects of the law and the community and that type of stuff. And I'm involved with sports, so we thought, why not join them both? Keep them away from the negative influences, put them into sports, promote sport, that type of stuff. So we joined forces, created KidsPlay, which is exactly that. We put on various seminars and tournaments and clinics for kids throughout the year in various sports, wrestling, field hockey, soccer, basketball, you name it. We do it throughout the year. And basically, it's to promote kids to stay away from the negative aspects in our culture and that's out there and get into sport. Because you know what? Sport's given me a tremendous amount in my life, allowed me to experience what I have. These guys that do that kind of stuff, it's you think you're tough, you think you're a real man, you step into a cage, you step on a wrestling mat, you earn your keep. That's what I think what a true person is about. You put in the work, you earn it the right way. It's always easy to take shortcuts and do things the not so right way. That's always there. That's in every aspect of life. So we're hoping these kids kind of see the positives of staying on the right path, and we can change some lives.